Multiple makeup lines are replacing women with men in the promotion of their beauty products. Crazy stuff, right? Well, our guest today is a fearless mom who is not yielding to these attempts to redefine women. In fact, she founded American Woman Beauty to celebrate femininity, womanhood, and freedom. Stay with us. Welcome to the Moms for America podcast. Each week, special guests tackle the issues facing the moms of America today. Discussions include personal stories and advice on how moms can build a strong foundation of faith, family, and freedom in their homes and country. Hi, moms. I'm Debbie Curlitis, your host, and thank you once again for joining me today. We love you, moms. We're so glad that you are here again. Also, at the top of the show, I always want to remind everyone to like and share, subscribe our podcast. So please go ahead and do that. Share this with all your mama friends. We surely do appreciate it. You know, they keep trying to censor and shut us down. So please share. I also want to invite everyone that's listening here at the beginning of the show to join Moms for America. If you have already, thank you. We are so glad that you are part of our sisterhood. If you haven't, would you please join Moms for America? Go to our website, check us out there. We are moms uniting all across the country to fight for family, faith, and freedom, and the Constitution, by the way. So we would love to have you in our family. Go ahead to momsforamerica.net and join the movement there. It's really, really powerful. Well, on to today's program. Moms, if you've ever harbored a desire to mix things up and change your life, well, today's program is just for you. At the beginning of 2020, Vivianna Thomas worked for a company. She had a toddler and a child in public school. Well, fast forward, now she's homeschooling and she runs her own makeup business that is standing up against the progressive culture and standing up for real womanhood. She's here today to tell us her story. Well, welcome, Vivianna, to the Moms for America podcast. I'm so excited to chat with you. This is going to be so fun.
I'm so excited. Thank you for having me on.
All right. In the beginning, we always like to get to know our mamas. Can you tell us about your family and your kids, where you guys live? How old are they?
Absolutely. So my name is Vivianna. I'm the owner of American Woman Beauty, and I am a mom. I have two beautiful children. I have a 5-year-old Tarek, and then I have my preteen. She's 13 years old, and her name is Nyla. And we currently reside in the beautiful state of Maryland. We're about 15 miles out, right outside of DC.
Nice. Well, you're busy as always, like all our mamas are, juggling everything. And that's part of this conversation today is moms juggling it all, but yet not forsaking the most precious gift that they have as a mom, which is their kids and their family. So let's talk a little bit about your family before 2020. I guess that's really kind of a pivotal time for you when things started to change. Like many of us, a lot of people have not great stories, but interesting stories, I should say, around 2020. That was obviously a very challenging time for our country. So your family was kind of in a groove before 2020, and then things started happening. What was life like before it all broke loose?
Oh my goodness. Life was, I guess, quote, we thought normal. My husband's a police officer. He's a federal police officer.
Thank you for his service. Thank
you. He's wonderful. And so life was just normal. We just had purchased a new home. We were really excited about moving into a new neighborhood. We had this exciting new chapter. And of course, all of these things started to transpire. And so, like I said, we're right outside of DC. I actually used to work in DC. And so when there started to be this mass protesting, we experienced a lot of it because we were like right in downtown DC. And so with that, and then just with all of the anti-police protests going on, it was really hard. It really impacted our family in multiple ways. From my daughter, she was in public school. And so then, of course, they transitioned over to distance learning. And once that happened, a couple of months after that was in the process, we just decided, you know what, we're going to pull our daughter out of school. We don't like what being taught. We don't like this anti-police rhetoric. And just, of course, other things as well, as you know. And so we decided to pull her out of school. So that's the first big change in our family, is that I never thought that I would be a homeschool mom. That's just not something that ever even crossed my mind.
Right.
And so then
so
when
many
you're
moms,
Yeah, and I know with so many moms, it's like when you're backed into a corner, it's what is your reaction going to be? Are you just going to sit there and be
Right.
meek, or are you going to go ahead and fight? And so that was my personality, is that I'm that way. If you back me into a corner, I'm going to come out biting. So I decided to pull her out of school, and it was the best decision that we've ever made. And so
Yeah.
we did that. And then also, we had a lot of family that ended up disconnecting from us because my husband is a police officer. So that was really hard for us as well, because we went from
Ah,
having all of these great relationships. I know. And that's
this
something,
doesn't make any sense. In fact, Pam and I
yeah.
were just talking about this prior because we know this is part of your story. I don't get
Hmm.
it. I don't get it because your
Yeah.
husband is defending. You got one bad policeman, one in anything, and then
Hmm.
that doesn't mean all police is bad. I mean, they are out there every day putting
Yeah.
their lives on the line to defend and protect. So I'm sorry that that happened to you, and we so appreciate our police.
Of course. Thank you. And you're right. It's the same thing with the doctor. If you have a bad doctor, does that mean that
Right.
all doctors are bad? If you have a bad pastor, does that mean that all are bad? And so it was really frustrating getting lumped into
Yeah.
the group of bad police. And so, because we stand strong on our convictions,
Hmm.
it ended up happening that a lot of family, and especially family that I'm very close to, ended up cutting us off. So for a while there, I
Wow.
just felt really isolated,
Sure.
and alone, because here were these people in my life, and then one day it's like they're just gone. And so that was really hard for us for a while. Um, and so I had many days where I cried about it, but through the ashes, rises up the phoenix. And so for me, this was a pivotal point in my life. And so finally, one day I just woke up and was like, you know what? I'm not going to continue letting this feeling of isolation just consume my whole life. I can't let this
Right.
define my happiness. And so
Sure.
that's when I decided to make another change and start up my business, which is now American Woman Beauty.
Wow. So
Yeah.
this is what I love about women just in general. They kind of like they're problem solvers. And,
Yeah.
they just really are not afraid of taking chances because we do that every day when we're parenting.
Yeah.
You just, was this something that you always wanted to do? Is your background in cosmetology or makeup or because that's something you must obviously have felt very passionate about, and probably
Mhm.
because you're looking at all the cancel culture and you're looking at all the messaging, you wanted to come up with something for strong liberty loving moms, which I absolutely love.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, actually, it's funny. So, growing up, take this back to when I was like 6 or 7 years old. I was a big tomboy. I didn't like to comb my hair. I didn't like to shower. I didn't like to wear dresses. And so, just growing up, that's who I was. It's funny. I had this haircut called the Vivi haircut. And so it was like bangs, and then it was down to my shoulders because I didn't like to comb my hair. So my mom just dubbed that the Vivi haircut. And so for a long time, I wasn't really comfortable with being a girl, and then going through puberty on top of that, you
Oh,
feel weird in your body.
right.
And I was just really uncomfortable. And some other things that I had experienced as well just had it where I was comfortable being a tomboy. And so that actually didn't really change until I visited family over here on the East Coast, because I'm originally from California. So one summer, my mom shipped me off over here. I say here now because now I'm in Maryland, and I went to my aunt's salon and I got my hair done and I got my nails done
Um,
and I got my makeup done. And I was like, I love
you
this.
kind of
And
came
then
into your own femininity there, right? You were like,
exactly.
okay, this is
Hmm.
this is the gift of womanhood. Yeah, we just have to get through that
Absolutely.
puberty. And again,
Yep.
this is when they're attacking our poor girls right now is during puberty because
Yeah.
everybody's so whacked out during that time. So
Yep.
look at you were able to go through that and figure out
Hmm.
who you are. Nobody was telling you that you needed to, do something different. They let you go through it. So okay, so this is where you kind of got introduced to the beauty
Yeah.
industry.
Yes. And so it was just something that was a part of my life after that. I was still in like my mid teens when I ended up coming back east over here, and then getting introduced to all of that. But just as I continue to grow as a woman, it's just something that I've always really enjoyed. And so when I first started American Woman Beauty, there was the makeup aspect, and then there also was the self care aspect. So your hair care, your body care, things like that. So I wanted to bring them all together, and the main purpose of the business one of the main purposes, I should say, is to help promote American small businesses, and not just American small businesses, but small business manufacturers. Small businesses are the backbone of this country. My parents were small business owners. I saw how much they
Mhm.
struggled. And so, something that we need to do as Americans collectively is just to help support these hardworking people that are just trying to make a living, right? And
Made in
so,
America. Yes. If we don't buy in
exactly,
America, then American made products will no longer exist. Now,
exactly.
is your line all American made? Or is that a main focus of what you try to do?
Yeah, so all of the physical products themselves, so say for example, like the eyeshadow or the lip glosses, the physical products themselves are all made here. So either they're
Yes.
made in house or they are sourced through small business manufacturers. So
Okay.
the only things that are not made here that are made overseas are like the containers. And at some point, our goal is to have it where that is sourced here as well. It's just right now that market is very small and limited, but that's
Mhm.
ultimately our goal, is that we're going to have that brought here as well. So it's like one step at a time. But again, right now, anything that you're putting on your face, on your body, on your hair, it's all made here, and it's made with love, it's made with care. These are people who are making these things,
Mhm.
and they just have so much passion and love. And so that's part of the reason why, again, why I wanted to start this business, is just to help support fellow Americans. It's not just about me and my family.
Right.
It's about other people as well.
Right. So now you decide to do this beauty care from makeup
Hmm.
to self. Actually, I go on the website. What is the website there? Just so we can let everybody know right now.
Yes. So there's a couple of different, we have a couple of different domains. So we have notwokebeauty.com. That's my favorite. And then
I
we have
love it.
americanwomanbeauty.net.
Okay. So now some of the things on there, when you go to the website, you'll see
Hmm.
about your mission. Tell us about your mission because it's very, very interesting and it's very refreshing.
Yes. So part of our mission, I just told you, was about helping to promote to help with the economy here in America.
Right.
The other part of our mission is to help create a community for like-minded women to come together. I
Yes.
want women who have felt how I have felt, just have felt like they're alone and they're isolated, to know that there's this huge, amazing community of other women that just want to love on them, that want to support them. Um, there's still lots of love in this world. And so I just want to help generate this community of positivity, and of empowerment as well, and to show other women that just because you are a mom, that doesn't mean that you are limited to what you do in life. And then
Hmm.
the other part of that is that, like I said before, my daughter's 13 years old. And as she grows up, I want her to have positive role models in her life. I don't
Yeah.
want her to look up to the celebrity that hasn't really done anything really positive or influential in a positive way, I should say.
Right.
Um, and so that's why we work with intention with different women who are average women who are doing extraordinary things. So that's the
Right.
other part of the business, is that we're wanting to just work with these amazing women that not everybody knows about, but
Hmm.
that they are just doing some incredible things, and they're moms, they're wives, and they're just fearless Americans. And so we want
Right.
to just help give them a platform as well.
Well, you talk a lot about life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. You talk about freedom. You talk about independence.
Hmm.
You talk about our founding principles wrapped into a makeup line for
Hmm.
strong women that love America, that are faith filled. So I love that premise, and I also love the fact that you're highlighting some American heroes. We love Riley Gaines, right?
Yeah.
She's one of your spokeswomen. Is that what we
Yeah.
say?
Yeah, she's an ambassador, and we've also collaborated with her on a makeup line.
Yes.
So I feel really blessed about that, and I just feel so thankful.
And then what you've got Lindsey Graham, what some of the other ladies that you're highlighting as well?
Yeah, we've got Lindsey Graham, we've got Kaylee Kozak, we've got Katie Williams, and that's just a couple of the wonderful women that we've had the opportunity of working with.
That is so neat. So tell us a little bit about maybe just a quick overview
Sure.
of the product line so moms know what they can get there.
Absolutely. So we have got everything from so we've got hair care products. We specialize in shampoo bars, which are very awesome if you haven't tried those before.
Mm,
We've also got our makeup, which is, we offer products for the base. So we offer primers, foundations. We've got eye products, so eyeshadows, mascara, brow pomade. We've got your lip products. So we've got products for a full face look. we've got highlighters, we've got blushes, we've got lipsticks. We've got a lot of different things. And so my personal favorite products are the lip products. I don't know why. I just love my lip products. So we've got like lip glosses with Riley, with Lindsey Graham. She's got some awesome lip glosses as well. And then we've got lipsticks. And so our lipstick line is focused on the beauty of womanhood. So like the names in our lipsticks lines that you'll find is I Love Being a Woman,
I love it.
Undeniably Woman, Beautiful Woman, Confident Woman. And again, the whole purpose behind this company is to just help ignite this emotion in you where you can just feel good and you're like, you know what, I'm going to put on my Beautiful Woman lipstick today because I'm just feeling good. And I just want to give myself that extra little, boost of confidence. So those are some of the different lines. And then we've also got some body products. So we've got some different scrubs as well in the line.
Wonderful. Well, just kind of piggybacking on your thought about branding and names of product, we are now in a culture where, who would think that a blush or a lipstick could have a sexual
Mhm.
um, uh, tone to everything? And it's very strange, a lot of the names that we have, and we are sexualizing our children. I don't know
Mhm.
why we've come to this now in makeup that, you have to have sexual
Yeah.
branding for your names, or there could even be, it's just really, a lot of this stuff is really not even safe for our kids, let alone
Mhm.
how vain the beauty industry is. So I love the fact that you're kind of taking it back.
Yes, I am. I just feel so lucky to be able to have this opportunity to do this. And you're right. Why do we need to have lipstick or, any type of products that are just with these sexual names, sexual innuendos? The
Mhm.
thing is that these companies understand who their audience is, and they understand that young girls are looking at this. And there's just been this big shift, and it's gotten worse and worse over the last couple of years, where we're just exposing our children to
Yeah.
all of these sexual topics.
Yeah.
And in return, you're seeing an increase in so many different things, whether it's, children being sexually abused
Right.
or just young girls being
It's part
promiscuous.
of the grooming, wouldn't you say?
Yes, absolutely. It
So
is.
now, right, if you have to buy a blush or lipstick that has a sexual tone or just blatant, then
Yep.
we are grooming our girls because they're buying
Mhm.
that and they feel like they've got to get in on this trend. So for the moms
Absolutely.
that are listening, this is all safe packaging and safe messaging. And what you'll see there on your website is safe makeup. Not only is it a good brand, but it also has a wholesome um, morality to it.
Yes. We pride ourselves in having high morals and just, we're here for the God fearing, freedom loving American woman. And we need to get back to that.
Yeah.
And especially, like I said before, especially with our young girls, we want to give them
Hmm.
good, good role models, good products where they're
Hmm.
purchasing like I said before, the lipstick that says, I am beautiful. Wouldn't you want your daughter to purchase something that says that versus sexual innuendo?
Right.
Because then this sits in their subconscious. And so there's different things like that.
Yeah.
Just like we have our products that, like, say, the First Amendment palette. So promoting free speech and reminding not just our children, but ourselves as well, these values that are very important to us.
Yeah. Well, we've come to a point where we have to have parallel cultures,
Mhm.
parallel businesses, right? We've seen that everybody's going private, everyone's going homeschooling, everyone's concerned about education. So we've got parallel, we've got medical, now we've got beauty. Someone
Mhm.
just talked to me yesterday about a whole new parallel competition for sports that is just going to be for biological girls and biological
Yeah.
boys. They are starting, who would think that we have to have parallel societies in order to have safe places for everyone? And
Yeah.
that's why I want to kind of get into this next discussion with you, right? The beauty culture has, in some ways, of course, not completely taken over, but it is embracing male models. To me,
Mhm.
I just don't get the fact that I see a tutorial on Instagram with a male, telling me how I should be, how he is more feminine in many ways than I am. And let alone,
Mhm.
you got James Charles. He's the first cover boy representing their makeup line. So I've got a cover boy for the makeup line of CoverGirl. And then we've got Manny Gutierrez is another male beauty influencers, and he's popular with Maybelline as a face of Maybelline. And this goes
Mhm.
on and on with Sephora and Too Faced, and so different things like this. What about this fact? I know you don't have males,
Yeah.
promoting your makeup line, but that is really another culture crisis.
Absolutely. I think this all goes back to where they're trying to erase what it truly means to be a woman.
Yeah,
Because when you are a woman, there are so many amazing things that come with it. Makeup is just meant to be fun and to help
right,
enhance your beauty, right? But the underlying part of that is that the incredible things that come with being a woman that men cannot do, they can't have a child. And
right.
so it's like these influencers and these people are making a mockery of what it means to be a woman.
Yep,
And that's when I have a problem with it, because I am a mom
right,
and I understand the struggles of what comes with being a mother. And there is no other feeling like being a mother. It's the greatest love in the entire world. And these men who think that they can just throw on a dress and throw on some makeup and it's okay, and that we're all the same. And the thing is that we're not the same. Just like
right.
God created them to be wonderful and magnificent in their own ways. Um, and that's part of the reason why we are very outspoken with that. And we've made it known that we will never advertise men wearing our makeup, just because that's not something that,
Bingo.
yes,
Yes.
it just doesn't fit into our values. Look, if a man wants to wear makeup, excuse me, that's his own prerogative. But for us to be praising these people and saying so brave, no, that's not brave. That's,
Right,
to me, that's not brave. There are many other things that are brave, and that's not one of them.
right,
And then for our young girls to see that, oh, that that this man is the same as, it's not the same.
right.
And so, and then we start to lose our identity as people, and then we cause confusion. And when you don't know who you are as a person, it's so much easier to manipulate the masses, right? If
It
you don't
is.
know who you are and you can't stand strong and firm in who you are as a person, it is so easy to manipulate you. And I think that's part of what it
Mhm.
is that they just want our young adults and our young children to be confused. And
Yeah.
I am not okay with that.
No, I'm not either. Either's Moms for America. Boys being cover girl models, cover boy models. It's all a part of the gender crisis that is
Mhm.
attacking our kids and our culture. And no, that is not, it's not what we're here for. Like you said, everyone who's an adult can do whatever they want, but to embrace businesses, this is why we're great fans with Public Square, to embrace businesses, and I know you're on there,
Yes.
that have are there freedom loving businesses that stand for conservative values of faith and family and freedom. That is where we, as moms who make most of the decisions as far as where our
Mhm.
monies go in the home, that's why we need to be supporting businesses like yourself and other businesses on Public Square that take a stand. Real quick here before we go, Viviana, I would like you just to give our moms a little bit of advice on juggling it all, right? Being a mom, starting a business,
Yeah.
fulfilling your greatest goal of motherhood and being a homemaker while also starting a business. There may be some moms that are out there going, hey, I'd kind of like to do something like this. I just don't know if I ever could.
I think my first thing is that I want to tell you that you can. It's not going to be easy. Starting a business is not easy at all. So when you see these entrepreneurs on the internet and they're like, I started a business 2 months ago and now I'm making $100,000 a year. That's not how it works. But but if you're truly willing to put in the work and it's something that you have a lot of love and passion for, it's work. It's worth it. Excuse me. You weather the storm, and at the end you will come out successful. It's a lot of work, but again, never doubt yourself. Fear is such a big driving factor in society. So fear is what is holding you back from starting a business, even if it's just something as, and I say simple, as like a lifestyle change, right? Maybe you're wanting to get back to the gym, or you're wanting to start playing a sport again, I don't know, something like that, and it's the fear aspect that's holding you back. um, you just have to learn how to work through that, because fear is a liar. So you have to work through that. And then the other part is just balancing. I mean, there are many days where I am working late. I'm working till 9, 10 o'clock at night. But with that, I do take the time to give my children and my husband my attention. And so I do take the time to have date nights with my husband. We don't have them as often as we would like, and that's something we need to work on.
Mhm.
But again, he understands that this is a season because this business is newer. And so I have to commit a lot of time and effort. But he also believes in this company. And so that's something that's very helpful as well, is that I have his full support. And I just feel so thankful for that. And it's also fun with my daughter because she
You
loves what
include
I'm
them,
doing.
right?
Yeah.
And I think this is what we do very well as moms. We include our kids in all of our endeavors, you know? So
Mhm.
make her she's a co-business owner. You know what I
I'm
mean? You
telling
just do
you.
this, right? You just do that and you include your kids and you make them a part of this. And this is great because now they're learning what it's like to run a business. They're understanding a lot
Mhm.
of the things that will be very valuable to them later in life. Tell us about this great discount and the code and the website one last time, okay? Because
Of
Moms for
course.
America is getting a discount code from what I understand.
That's right. So everybody who uses the code Moms for America, we kept it easy so you couldn't forget it. Moms for America, if you go on the website and you use it, you get 15% off your entire order. And so even if something is on sale, you get 15% off. And the website is americanwomanbeauty.net, or you can do notwokebeauty.com. Whatever your preference is, it will take you to the same place.
All right. Well, this is going to be great for Christmas. Great stocking stuffers,
Yeah.
ideas for our kids. And, you know, the mamas, we always love to shop. So I
Yep.
can't wait to get on there. I've spent a little bit of time on it. I think I got a couple things in my cart. So I'm going to use my coupon and I'm going to be shopping there as well. So thank you, Viviana, and God bless
Thank
you
you.
and all
Thank you.
your adventures over there. I mean, very inspiring.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thanks. Well, thank you, Viviana, for a great interview. I love mamas like this that are just making a difference. They see a problem, they have a dream, they go for it, and they involve their kids, their family, their faith, their God. I love it. I love it. So thank you, Viviana. And again, Moms for America, 15% off while you're doing your Christmas shopping. And we can go ahead and support her business. So super, super great interview. Love what they're doing. Also, I want to remind the moms that we are here to help you along the way here on your journey through motherhood in a variety of ways. If you've not checked out all of our programs, our seminars, our webinars, we are speaking to everything that is happening in the culture. We tell this to our moms. We are the ultimate support group. Anything that affects you as a mom is a mom issue. And we here at Moms for America are answering those questions, helping to educate you, provide resources and solutions for you. So go ahead, please check out momsforamerica.us. That's our website with all of our information. We've just dropped some really great booklets now, some new pamphlets on gender confusion and SEL. So please get our resources. We're here to help you. When you're there, also check out our cottage meetings. That is our signature program where moms can learn 12 lessons that will truly inspire and educate you about America's amazing heritage and history so you can teach those principles of liberty. This is what it's all about, teaching those principles of liberty to your children in your home so you can raise up the next generation of patriots and you can also affect change in a very positive way in your community. This program, again, along with everything else on our website, will help impact your family in a very positive way. We do say this, right? It's from parental rights to public policy, from the kitchen table to the school boardroom. Moms for America is here helping you. Moms, we do believe that liberty begins at home, and we believe that you moms are the heartbeat of America, the heartbeat of your home. That's why this movement is so powerful. It's the moms that are going to make change, protect their children, and save their country. Amen. Amen. All right. So please join us next week for another inspiring and informative discussion for moms. I just want to say thank you so much again for joining us. It is my honor and my privilege to chat with you and share these every week. So thanks again. Share them. And remember, moms, we are changing our world one home at a time. Thanks.